everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Steelers going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's head up the road to Jacksonville, Florida. Standing by are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be fielded at the 8, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback. And on the ground they go with a running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
2nd down, 8.
Strong left. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. 3rd down now following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And this Jacksonville Jaguar defense, Charles, they have a lot riding on the youngster Jalen Ramsey.
As you well know, he was my #1 player coming out of the 2016 draft. I loved his versatility. The big question mark, is he enough of a ball hawk? Didn't have very many interceptions in college, but boy, he does everything else that you want. Runs, hits, wraps up on his tackles. He's going to start on the corner for the Jaguars.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time. A drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They shakes him off. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. The first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky. Preach. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. 15 yards there for number 15. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Deep drop. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. We have played a quarter here in this AFC Divisional playoff. 7-all is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Finding time. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see it?
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. And the last time they were out there, they forced the field goal, and it was missed. And that's the reason right now, Charles, they have this 3-point lead.
And I'll guarantee you that they're greeting that offensive unit right now with a few well-spoken words about that last possession you just referenced. Oh, without a doubt. Oh, yeah, you're the guys who came out last time. You might have moved it a little bit, but, hey, you missed the field goal. What are you going to do now? So now, let's see if they can hold them again.
They better not talk too much, just +3 here. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Play clock winding down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now back to throw. Backing up. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff looking right. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's the option going right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with 1 complete. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Red zone opportunity. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go. Blue line. Blue line.
Back to throw again. That's caught at the 1. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll stick with the passing. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Here in the playoffs, you hope to have close games where both sides are putting it all on the line. And that's what we have so far. It should be a very exciting second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Jaguars with the ball midway through the first. This run will go off the left side. This run caps off the drive with the score. Jaguars up now by 7. Steelers on 2nd and 7. Coverage breaks down here. And this play goes for a score. Steelers tie it up at 7. Now to late in the second. The pass complete out of the gun. And it leads to a touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. Still late stages of the second. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And he ends up at the 14-yard line before he stopped on the play. Staying late in the half. The pass will be caught over the middle. And it's going to be caught for the touchdown. Cutting the deficit to 3. So that's going to do it for us. We'll send you back now to field level for some more playoff football.